courses, she can be a student and an adventurer and a multitasker and a granddaughter and a dreamer. She's an Ander. National University, supporting all.
Now it's 7 a.m. on today in LA weekend as the war in Iran rages on. President Trump is warning the area will be hit very hard. His said they will strike neighboring countries, and impacts we're seeing here locally ahead. Ferocious winds roaring through the night. The Santa Anas are here, coming in strong for the day now. How long these strong gusts will last, and the conditions we're seeing all morning long. Ahead in a live report.
You're watching NBC4. Here's what's happening today in LA.
Good morning, everyone. Saturday, March 7th, marathon weekend, as we take a live look over Long Beach. Thank you for waking up with us. I'm Michelle Vias. It looks nice and sunny, but you could see those palms swaying right behind you. Get your morning started with the check of your first alert forecast. Plot twist. I already said it. It's going to be a windy one.
Good morning to you. Strong gusty winds expected all across Southern California for today. In fact, most of the region is either under a wind advisory or a high wind warning. We're expecting to see these northeasterly winds with a Santa Ana wind trend coming in between 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusts between 40 to 50 miles per hour. Wind speeds up to 65 miles per hour. It's a lot of wind. Down trees, power outages, and certainly blowing items could all be an issue as we head through today. In terms of fire danger, I'm not so concerned about this because we have seen a lot of rain as of late. But as I mentioned, down trees and in general, just driving hazards you can expect as we continue through today as well as into your Sunday. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at how we expect those winds to be shaping up. They get stronger as we make it into the early afternoon hours. Everybody is in on this with those wind speeds continuing to stay with us consistently, weakening in the evening. They'll continue to weaken as we head toward tonight, but more wind is expected for your Sunday. For today, you can expect temperatures warming up into the low 80s, gusty and still breezy for the evening. Upper 60s falling to low 60s. The sun may set at 5:55, but don't forget daylight saving time starts as we look ahead to the overnight hours heading into our Sunday. We'll be talking more about that coming in minutes, but make sure you are doing all those necessary things to be prepared for today's windy conditions.
And you just heard from Kelly, so you're likely waking up to some strong gusts this morning. Those Santa Ana winds are whipping across many parts of Southern California today. NBC4's Annette Arriola live in Irwindale, tracking the potentially dangerous conditions. Oh, my goodness. That's no fan out there. It is whipping you around.
No. It certainly is. I wore my hair down just for you, Michelle. Get a look at this, just in case you don't believe me, folks. Yeah, you know what? It has been going nonstop, Michelle. You could hear the wind howling, and just when you think it's about to die down, it kicks right back up again. That is what many of our foothill communities have been going through during these overnight hours. Powerful gusts since early morning. Now, here's video from overnight. Lots of wind from Irwindale all the way to Riverside. Yes, from the San Gabriel Valley to the Inland Empire. You can see those trees swaying back and forth, the flags flapping, and a lot of debris scattered along the roads. And that's what I saw around my neighborhood this morning. A lot of palm leaves all over the street. Now, a high wind warning 3 o'clock this afternoon for the San Gabriel Mountains and the Antelope Valley, with winds anywhere from 25 to 40 and gusting up to 70 miles per hour. Now, the big concern is that these winds could leave a trail of damage from downed trees and power lines to possible power outages. And of course, driving on the freeways is also dangerous, especially for high-profile vehicles. So please keep that in mind today. But again, right now, so far, no reports of any damages or any accidents. Just again, to two hands on the wheel and make sure you give them room, right? Those high-profile vehicles, those big rigs, you are sharing the road with everybody today. And make sure you tie down all that patio furniture as well, because that can go backyard. You don't want to have to deal with any of that. We'll send it back to you, Michelle.
A lot of debris, and make sure you cut a lot of debris whipping in the air. We'll check in 30 minutes. Thank you,
sure.
Annette. In other news, more Israeli airstrikes in the Middle East overnight as Iran's president vows it will stop attacking neighbors. And this is video from the U.S. Central Command here announcing more than 3,000 targets were struck in the first week of Operation Fury. Overnight, President Trump posted on Truth Social, quote, "Today, Iran will be hit very hard," but did not mention specific areas. And it looks increasingly likely that a U.S. ammunition was responsible for striking an Iranian elementary school. That, according to a U.S. official and another person familiar with the preliminary findings of the U.S. investigation. Iranian officials say the strikes killed more than 170 people, mostly children. And the Israeli Defense Forces announced they struck a bunker in the center of Tehran, calling it one of the Iranian leadership's most important military command centers. And now President Trump has set a new end goal for the war, an unconditional surrender by Iran. But an advisor to Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps vows it will not back down against the United States or Israel. Now, here in LA, the Consul General of Israel for Southwest granted NBC4 News an exclusive interview. Israel Bashar says the U.S. considers Iran a threat to its national security.
Look at the operation right now. We took the first phase. We took their leadership as much as we can, and now we're trying methodically to prevent and neutralize their army defense industries. This phase, it's going to take probably another 1 to 2 weeks at least.
The Consul General there with NBC4's Robert Kovacic. New reports say in private conversations, President Trump is considering sending in a small group of ground troops. But Iran still has a major ally, and that is Vladimir Putin. Russia is providing intelligence to Iran on the location of U.S. forces in the Middle East, and it could help locate American targets to hit. And according to 4 sources with knowledge of the matter, the State Department is sending charter planes, and several airports have resumed commercial flights to bring stranded Americans home. And the war is having a direct impact on Americans here at home, taking a toll across financial markets and at the gas pump. U.S. crude oil prices jumped to more than $90 a barrel yesterday. That is the biggest weekly jump on record. And national gas prices are up 34 cents a gallon on average since 1 week ago. As usual, prices are much higher here in California. Take a look. The average is just over $5 in LA County, up 18 cents from just yesterday. In Orange County, prices 17 cents higher since Thursday. The Trump administration is urging patience, saying the surge will be short-lived. Powerful storms in Michigan and Oklahoma have taken the lives of 6 people. This is cell phone video that captured the apparent tornadoes whipping through communities in Michigan. They started to form yesterday afternoon. Just take a look at this. This left a wave of destruction, homes and buildings damaged or even broken apart, trees toppled, as you see there. At one point, more than 7 million Americans were at the highest risk of severe weather. The National Weather Service reported the Plain States all the way to the Ozarks and Midwest experienced severe scattered thunderstorms as well. Still ahead right here on Today in LA Weekend, your ride to and from